to waste £5,000.
The boys don't always sing from the same hymn sheet.
We're going to do it sun beige.
Just because you dress like you live in a retirement home doesn't mean we have to paint the car beige.
But in the end,
See, that looks ace. Oh, I hate it when he's right.
they're always in perfect harmony.
Tally ho!
Salvage Hunters Classic Cars, Fridays 9:30 on Turbo.
The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and thanks for joining us for Sunday's news. I'm Rex Litter. In this edition, Fresh Produce Development Agency reports on progress. Police force commemorates Women's Day, and Madang school soccer returns. The Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary NCD Command have joined hands with the rest of the world to celebrate International Women's Day on Friday, March 7th. This year, the command changed its location to host the event at Gerahu Police Station due to the many deaths involving women that are occurring in that area.
The International Women's Day celebration in NCD and Central Command is usually held at Borka Police Station, but for this year, the command decided to change the location to Gerahu Police Station, signifying a call out to end violence against women, especially women in the Gerahu area. Under the theme Accelerate Action for Gender Equality, the celebration headed by the PNG Australia Policing Partnership brought together women of the force, both uniform and non-uniform, to remember and value their contribution to the police force. The event was witnessed by NCD and Central Commander Benjamin Turi and representatives of the Australia Policing Partnership. According to Turi, a proactive approach must be taken to address issues affecting women, not just on special occasion but daily.
International Women's Day, we all have mothers, brothers, sisters, aunties, nieces, and wives. Now we have to support our women. The biggest thing is respect. Once we start respecting women, look at them as our helper, and don't look at them otherwise, then this world will be a good place to live. And I mean, in NCD also, so there are lots of activities that we see that men have no more respect on women.
Turi said women in the police force have contributed enormously to the growth of the force over the years and have continued to do so despite facing challenges with their male counterparts or facing violence at home. Their efforts are a testament to the positions they are holding in the force, such as the FSVU Directorate and a recent promotion of 2 female officers who are now second in charge of Borko and Waigani Police Station.
Women, civilian staff at the back stage that is supporting us in everyday, day-to-day work. And last week I promoted 2 policewomen to second in charge of 2 police stations in Boroko and Waigani for the outstanding work. And
Turi encouraged all female officers to work hard and excel in whatever role they are holding in the force and not to be discouraged by their male counterparts. The ACP further urged male officers to respect female officers and work collaboratively with them to serve the community in the law and justice sector. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
while using the occasion to address issues affecting women in the police force, Toure called on spouses of male police officers who are abused by their husbands to come out and report the matter. Toure issues this warning following ongoing cases of violence involving male police officers who are beating their wives while living at the police barracks.
Their husband in work, so some of them are just silently suffering in there at the police barracks, and there are some that the wife is in the barracks, in the house, and the husband is not in the house, somewhere else. We have these stories, and we have the report of our police officers doing this. But they have to come forward to complain, and then we will act on it. But the condition for the barracks are there, and OIC barracks has been tasked to identify those people, bring them and deal with them. And if the wife needs to come to FSP to report, we will take action, because we cannot just force them to come. It's the prerogative of the wife to make a complaint.
The Fresh Produce Development Agency presented a detailed report at an agriculture meeting chaired by Prime Minister James Marape recently, highlighting the importance of fresh produce in import substitution, food security and employment creation. The report detailed 2024 achievements, challenges and the strategic roadmap for 2025 and beyond.
Speaking at the meeting, FPDA Chief Executive Officer Mark Vorinu emphasized the growing importance of Papua New Guinea's fresh produce and horticulture industry, which is valued at 3 billion kina. However, he noted that PNG continues to spend 2.8 billion kina on food imports, with 60 million kina annually allocated to fresh produce imports alone. This demonstrates a significant gap and opportunity for local farmers to increase production and supply the domestic market. Vorinu said FPDA's focus is on ensuring that Papua New Guinea can replace imports with local production, enhance market accessibility, and develop value-added processing industries that will benefit smallholder farmers and agribusinesses. The FPDA's 2024 achievements demonstrated strong progress in farmer training, production expansion, market development, and economic impact. Some key outcomes include farmer capacity building and income growth, increased production of key crops, downstream processing, and MSME development. Vorinu highlighted that despite these achievements, FPDA encountered several challenges in implementing its programs in 2024, including budget constraints, market access barriers, limited infrastructure, and import dependency. The high-level agriculture meeting chaired by Prime Minister Marape emphasized the government's strong commitment to agriculture as a key pillar of economic growth. The Prime Minister commended FPDA's efforts in driving fresh produce development and reaffirmed government support for initiatives aimed at increasing food security and employment opportunities. With a clear roadmap for 2025 and beyond, FPDA remains dedicated to supporting local farmers, strengthening domestic markets, and driving Papua New Guinea's fresh produce industry towards self-sufficiency and prosperity. Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
Meantime, FPDA Chief Executive Officer Mark Vorinu reaffirmed FPDA's commitment to transforming the fresh produce sector into a commercially viable and self-sustaining industry. He said FPDA is shifting its focus to market diversification, value addition, and increasing market access with a strategic approach that will help PNG reduce import dependency, improve food security, and boost local employment. Warinu emphasized the government's continued support and private sector investment. PNG's fresh produce industry has the potential to contribute to economic growth. The Cocoa Board of Papua New Guinea has presented an impressive 2024 performance report, showcasing strong production growth, export earnings, and future expansion plans for the sector. The report was delivered by CEO Jesse Anjan at an high-level agriculture meeting recently officiated by Prime Minister James Marape, where industry leaders gathered to discuss the future of agriculture in PNG. Anjan highlighted that cocoa remains a vital agricultural commodity for PNG, providing income for thousands of farmers and generating significant foreign exchange earnings. In 2024, PNG produced 42,000 tons of cocoa, with 41,000 tons exported, bringing in 1.2 billion kina in foreign exchange earnings, approximately $300 million. A key success factor has been the increasing demand for PNG's fine flavor cocoa, which now accounts for 80% of total exports, a recognition that boosts the country's marketability in premium chocolate markets. Still ahead on TVWAN News, the 2025 DJ competition. This story and more right after these short messages. Don't go away.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
It's back to school with Lay Biscuits. We're giving away a massive 100,000 kina cash gift voucher to help you kickstart the year. We've got prizes up for grabs from 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000, and a whopping 5,000 kina cash gift voucher. Here's how to enter. Spend 10 kina or more on any Lay Biscuit product. Write the contact details on the back of the receipt for your chance to win. Promotion starts on the 10th of February and ends on the 4th of April. Fresh draw on the 11th of April and the major draw on the 16th of April. See selected stores nationwide. Terms and conditions apply.
For Simon, life is simple. Dreams seem distant, yet hope remains. One ticket, one dream. Simon's world changed forever. Yes! From small dreams to big possibilities. One Top Jackpot is here for everyone. Win big every day.
For a 5 overs, wickets in hand. I think that's the way to go in subcontinent conditions, especially here.
Welcome back. In regional news, only indigenous Vanuatu will be able to contest provincial and national elections in a key reform at the top of the government's 100-day plan. This reform plan brought cries of racism from the opposition ranks of parliament. The 100-day plan's expected outcome for this electoral reform is to strengthen citizenship, program governance, enhance public trust in citizenship process, preserve national identity, and strengthen cultural representation in governance. The focus will be on naturalized citizens, specifying that only third-generation citizens will be included to contest elections. Parts of southeast Queensland have been lashed by strong winds overnight, and heavy rain is continuing to fall with flood watches in place.
It's a very wet day here in Brisbane as rain from ex-tropical cyclone Alfred continues to fall. Large trees have been toppled by strong winds, creeks are close to bursting their banks, and debris lines the streets. The Bureau of Meteorology says while those strong winds experienced on Saturday night have eased slightly, heavy falls and flash flooding is developing across the southeast and is expected to become more widespread across Brisbane, Ipswich, the Sunshine Coast and Gympie as the day progresses. They say 24-hourly totals of between 120 and 200 millimetres are likely. Residents in some low-lying areas are concerned, while others are hoping for a break in the weather soon.
2022, it was lapping at the underside of this bridge. It was starting to back up on the streets around here, so hopefully it eases off soon and we don't see a repeat of that.
Everyone was still prepared, so we were still, as I said, on edge, just ready to whatever happens really. So yeah, you can only do so much.
Yeah. Flood warnings are in place for various rivers across the southeast, including a minor warning for the Brisbane River and major warnings for the Logan and Bremer rivers. The Bureau of Meteorology says heavy rainfall is expected to ease from tomorrow afternoon. But as you can see from the Kedron Brook behind me, we're not out of the woods just yet.
Around the world and across Australia, thousands of women have taken to the streets to celebrate International Women's Day. In the Northern Territory, hundreds stand up to the party, but the domestic violence epidemic cast a dark shadow on the festivities.
A sea of purple as Territorians turn out in droves to make the call. Celebrating every win together.
Happy when I see my science classes, mostly women.
Having all the freedom to decide for yourself.
People from all backgrounds sweating in solidarity.
I come from an island community where it was just the strength of the women that build not only the community but the family as well to keep them together.
Men too, joining the march.
It's definitely important for them to show up for these sort of things that show that we're all united for women's rights.
International Women's Day is a day for women's voices to be uplifted, but here in the face of the NT's domestic violence epidemic, many of these women feel their voices go unheard.
Catherine marked the day with a more solemn march.
Stop the violence!
In the second half of last year alone, 4 women were killed by men known to them in the Katherine region, and the Territory has the highest rates of domestic violence in the country.
Our forefathers never beat our foremothers. And now here we are today because of so many other issues that are involved in becoming this way. They change their attitude, their behavior. These are the root problems that we have to solve.
Feelings echoed in Darwin.
The leading cause of death and disability for women aged 18 to 44 is domestic violence.
We just need more resources, basically. There's such a huge need and the Band-Aid approach doesn't work.
Celebrating wins in womanhood in the face of harsh realities.
More than 3 months ago, a synagogue in Melbourne was firebombed in a dramatic escalation of anti-Semitic attacks in Australia. Despite initial expectations of an impending arrest, no one has been held accountable yet. Police say the investigation is complex and remains a top priority. In the wake of the attack, the congregation is moving forward with plans for a rebuild and a temporary facility.
These investigations are always complex.
Something that has hit the whole of Australia.
Quite horrendous, quite sad.
We're going to build bigger and better, and the community is resilient and strong. No entrance from the front, but we'll get you through the back.
More than 3 months ago, in the early hours of the morning, the Adas Israel synagogue in Melbourne was firebombed.
These walls were both covered with holy books.
It's not the first time the synagogue's been targeted. In 1995, it was severely damaged in an arson attack. Mr. Klein's grandfather was the president back then.
He was himself a Holocaust survivor. And really it was quite unbelievable for him to be standing in the ruins of a synagogue in Melbourne where he ran away from all that.
In this latest attack, 3 people broke in the early hours of the morning of December 6.
The terrorists came through that window over there, to smash the glass over there. They were disturbed, and that's when they lit it and the whole place went up.
There was an apparent level of professionalism. The attackers wore balaclavas, didn't speak, and used brooms to spread the accelerant.
Does that speak to them perhaps having been hired or being experienced in this activity?
I think that's material that will come out during the investigation.
I know that has been something that the New South Wales Police have been looking at with attacks there as to whether people were paid to do it. Is that a line of inquiry here in Victoria?
I think they'll keep their minds open to everything.
Assistant Commissioner Chris Gilbert was there the morning it happened and remains in weekly contact with members of the congregation.
The mood in Ripponlea that day was palpable. It was horrible.
The Australian Federal Police's terrorism unit has been brought in to investigate. But there's frustration about a lack of arrests.
We had briefings through the process and it was understood that there was enough information that there may be arrests forthcoming in days, and that was just before Christmas time.
They will go through a number of avenues of inquiry, and when they are ready for an arrest they will do so and they'll let the community know.
Has there been a postponement of an arrest in an attempt to get more people involved?
I don't get a sense of that. I think the investigation, as I said, is complex. It's an arson investigation. It's suspected terrorism.
Worshippers will...
And that wraps our news segment. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's One Talk Wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaru, get up a big smile on face. Time cook him chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste P&G loves.
Hi, with the help of Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner, with these 3 quick and easy tips, I'm going to show you that more natural, beautiful hair is achievable. Step 1, massage your scalp during washing with shampoo. Step 2, apply conditioner to the tips of your hair. Step 3, gently towel dry your hair. There you have it. For natural, beautiful hair, use Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner. Have a great hair day.
We are the people, connected to our land and sea. Timeless and enduring, it has served past generations, sustains us today, and will support those of tomorrow. A testament to human ingenuity. It can be shaped into limitless forms. It reflects our humanity, strong yet vulnerable. It teaches us to endure challenges to fulfill our purpose. Past technologies inspire us to look inward for creativity and sustainable solutions for the future. It brings families together, fostering moments of connection over shared meals. Known and cherished worldwide, the clay pot is a universal symbol of life, resilience, and connection.
In sports, the schools' soccer competition nationwide have been redundant for years, until last year when the PNG Football Association Inc. signed a memorandum of understanding with the Department of Education for the implementation of sports for development programs in schools nationwide. The Just Plays program and the FIFA Football for Schools was introduced as part of revamping social and educational sports curriculum with football in schools. Madang participated, resulting in 7 players being selected for the under-15 and under-16 men's division. Madang Province also participated in the Just Play program and the FIFA Football for Schools with 5 schools: Sagalao, Lutheran Day, Kusbao, Holy Spirit Primary Schools and Madang Christian Academy. Holy Spirit was combined with Madang International School, which eventually dropped out of the competition. Despite a challenging year, Pauline Kudui, the only female teacher representative and principal of Madang Christian Academy, was appointed chairlady of Madang School's soccer. Kudiu and the president of Madang Soccer Association, Sigi Bestchel, decided to host a festival for scouting purposes. Kudui is expecting a strong start for the school's competition this year and envisions more selections later in the year. 3 boys will be joining the under-15 squad for the games in New Zealand from 15th to 23rd April. And the 4 under-16 men will play in Tonga on the 3rd to 9th of May. As intensive training underway, the boys have been at Leeuwarden Oval getting prepared for the games. Stallions Richie Apisai and the other 3 coaches have been getting the boys prepared for the games. Training is not only on fitness and skill, but also on expectations and behavior on and off the field. Apisa is positive the young man will shine during their trial. Batchel is overwhelmed at the opportunity given to this young man to represent not only Madang but Papua New Guinea. Madang has been known to provide skilled soccer talents to the National Soccer League and the PNGFA. Bestchel is finally seeing improvements and hopes that soccer can once again thrive in Madang through the young upcoming talents. Digicel Netball Team 1 had a strong charge in the 2025 corporate netball competition but fell short against a determined Temis outfit 10-7 in the Division 7 Grand Final today at the Ritterfleet Netball Court in Port Moresby. Although missing out on the grand prize, the Digicel team is sure to earn promotion and make it into Division 6 in the 2026 competition. Team 1 of the Digicel returned to the courts for the 2nd consecutive grand final appearance in the corporate netball competition. After losing the grand final last year, Team Digicel took the courts with a lot of excitement. They capitalized on the opportunity presented to them and netted the first goal of the match. They continued the dominance over their opponent Temis, and at half-time break, they were up by 4 goals to 2. With a close contest, it was anyone's game, and Temis showed up in the second half with a lot of firepower and hunger. They piled on 8 goals in a dominant second half display to steal the win from Digicel, who failed to continue the enthusiasm that gave them the lead in the first half. Captain of Digicel Team 1, Phyllis Tongia, congratulated the Temis for their win. She also congratulated her teammates and thanked the sponsor Digicel for the continued support throughout the tournament.
It was a tough game. We played our very best, but unfortunately we lost the ball in the middle. Turns out LMU were the best team. Congratulations to them. And well done to the Digicel Reds team. We'll come back again next year. I'd like to say thank you to our supporters, and our management for supporting us throughout the season.
The Themis skipper Nadia Vitaharo conceded that her side were disappointed they didn't defend well in the first half of the game. She said the emphasis was on defense for the second half and they defended well and it helped them win the game. She appreciated the Digicel team for the strong and exciting grand final.
Quick meeting.
Because that was
one thing that we needed to work against. Thank you.
Digicel, against all our games with Digicel, they were very strong.
The results for the games that just completed our finals in Division 7.
The other divisions also play the grand finals to wrap up the 2025 Port Moresby Corporate Netball competition. And now the weather forecast. In regional forecast, southern Port Moresby, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Darrow, partly cloudy with chances of light showers, drizzles. Popondetta, mostly cloudy with some rain and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Lay, partly cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Madang, partly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, partly cloudy with occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, partly cloudy with chances of few afternoon showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo-Rabaul, mostly fine to partly cloudy with chances of brief showers, drizzle. Buka, partly sunny to partly cloudy. And Highlands, Mount Hagen, partly cloudy with some rain showers. Buruka, Barnes and Kundiawa, partly cloudy with few rain showers in spots and possible thunderstorms. And that ends the news tonight. Pleasant viewing. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.